We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on first down. Handoff from the gun. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Off the play fake. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
They've taken the opening drive and gotten it down to the 5, but now it's 3rd and goal. To the ground with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. Running to the left. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On the play. 2nd down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes his connection. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Second down coming up.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. At the 45, on its way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
He wants to pass it on second down. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Illinois 10, Penn State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They want to run this quarterback. He has the first and still on his feet. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Lllinois Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They go to the ground. They make the stop of this running game. As they get the first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State.
Got it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to barge in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And this is caught inside the 30, and here he comes. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive.
Running toward the tape. Running inside the 20. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Illini!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
He's got his man. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Quarterback gets enough. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
42 Spider.
A designed run for the quarterback. Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Illinois. 31. Penn State 7.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of comfort.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The defense pounced on that. And now they're headed the other way.
You know, it's got to be good in the pocket, even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it. You got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Goes to the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Of 2. Brings up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
He's going to pass. Dances away. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. He's looking to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's back to throw on second down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Wide out in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
One more snap coming before halftime. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Gets it past the marker. He's off to the races. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Lllinois Lions going back to work on offense now. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
The give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Running backs square their shoulders up. That's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Lllinois Lions in the hurry-up. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Looking for a deep end. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. On the run, it's Hansen. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Still on his feet at the 45. Can anyone catch him? The 10. Touchdown Illini. And the route is on.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Get set, get set.
He's looking for a man on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB threw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. You're there in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Unloads it left. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They'll line up for a second down play. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And when you got that kind of speed, football's got to be a lot of fun. I mean, Jesse, it's not there. Just pull it down. Go make a play.
That's definitely something that defense has never had to worry about in my day. I think I just pulled a hamstring watching that guy go.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
They've been outstanding on third down all day long, and they could use one here on third and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Illinois! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
3 and 25.
They'll try the left side. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
The quick out. Just ran him over. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Taken down at the 49. 1st down for the offense.
The Nittany Lions are on the move.
Easy. Timber.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Illinois 52, Penn State 7.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period.
Lasso.
Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Motion from the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Fires on the run. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
At the 35, he's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to...
There he goes to the right. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so, they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off.
Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll give it to the back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He's got it. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And
the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
He's going to pass on second down. He makes the connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. Here comes the offense on second down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Running with power. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
He's got it again. Ran through the contact. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.